Morning, YouTube. Well, today's the day I start working on the ceiling. It's almost 60 degrees on March 8th, so seems like maybe real cold weather's behind us, and second bee of the season. So, what I'm using for the ceiling is called Luan, depends on how you pronounce it. Different parts of the country. Underlayment, basically. Go away. All right. There's two sides to it. There's a blonde side, and there's the mahogany side. Now I'm going to put the mahogany side out. I thought about doing the blonde, but there's some, it tends to have knots showing. This isn't made for, generally for show. This is made to go underneath, on top of the plywood floor in your house, to put carpet over the top, or put manufactured wood or hardwood, usually carpet, tile. This basically gives a nice surface. The red side, what I've been told, the blonde side will continuously absorb the moisture out of the glue, and over time will suck it to the point where the glue dries out and tiles will pop right free. The mahogany doesn't do that. It doesn't absorb liquid like the blonde side does. In my case, I'm not tiling the ceiling. I just want I think the red is going to look nice with the other colors that I'm going to be doing and the trim that we'll get to eventually. So I'm going to put the red side out. So I'm going to gather a few more tools, get ready to go, and I'll show you how it goes. Okay, YouTube. All right, so got my tools together. Big square. I did was I drilled a hole at the 24-inch mark. So it's halfway. Sheets are 48 inches by 96. The reason I'm doing that is that allows me to make a mark halfway down the sheet, all the way from one end to the other. Then every 2 feet, I'm drawing a line. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. The reason being is that when I'm putting it up, the center line is going to be important for me to get it centered on the bus. The other lines are there for future reference. When I start putting trim up, you'll see that, but I plan on doing every 2 feet, doing some sort of trim. It'll help support it. It'll also just look nice. All right, so I got my reference lines, and let's see about getting this first one up in the air. Measured from the front of the bus out 4 feet, so it's going to be right here. It falls between these two ribs, which is why I put in all these, spent all the time to put in all these other supports. And let's see, it's going to fall right onto this rib, which is good. I'm going to skip the first one because I may be running wires over the top. I pulled out all the excess wires on a couple of relatively decent days, and now I'm going to I want to leave that. I can put it up later. I'm just going to leave one sheet free. So anyway, I'm going to skip that one. I'm probably going to skip the back one. Same reason. One's in the middle. I can deal with that. So there'll be short runs if I got to run wires up and over. Now the bus is not 8 feet across. It's 91 inches, so it's 5 inches short of being 8 feet. So, still figuring out the process. So, in order to get these up, I'm gonna have to bend them as I put them up. This is where that center line that I put up there is real important. And my 4-foot mark. Okay, so you get the general idea. It's a little funky at the edge because it doesn't bend as nice. But cabinetry going in here, it's going to hide. You saw me pull down the wires. These are the wires for the bus, lights and so on. But this strip along here is going to be basically a wire chase, both sides. So, all right. Now set this up and start doing a little time lapse because you don't really want to watch for an hour or 3 before I get all this done. All right, coming up, me moving fast. Well, there's the ceiling. There's a couple little gaps, but the trim I'm going to put in will cover that. And so there's the start. Now took a lot less time than I thought it was going to take. I've still got the back piece, which is a little less than 4 feet. I got the front piece, which is 4 feet, but we'll get to that. Like I said, I got some wiring and stuff I want to do up in that area, and I don't want to block the ceiling out. So there we go.